my first job was packing trays for airline catering to working in a taxi, riding my own taxi for a while. So I did a number of jobs. Eventually I got into a pashmina shawl business. I started my own business, took a leap of faith. हर कोई बच्चा को लगता है, even today, these young influencers को लगता है, हम लोग artists बनेंगे, and lakhs of people come to Bombay Day. So I knew I had no chance, and I am very pragmatic when it comes to these things. I was a little bit hurt by the whole trial by media, and I just felt that I didn't want to show my face to people anymore. So I put this mask on, and it became a thing. I've already gone through a lot, and especially a lot of trollers and hate and this and that. Last thing I had to do was do a film which looked stupid. And that time I got a photo shoot, I got a portfolio done by Dabbu Ratnani.
Oh wow. The best.
At that time, yeah. So he always laughs. He laughs about it now. He said, Raj, 90s mein photo shoot kiya tha, 2023 mein teri film aa rahi hai.
Hello guys, this is Amar representing Movie Fight, and today I'm joined by Raj Kundra and Shahnawaz Ali for a movie as special as UT69. Hello guys, how are you doing? Long day at promotion?
Yes, a long day of promotions, but yeah, learning the tricks of the trade, I guess.
Okay.
Doing good.
Okay, so first thing first, I'll start with the question which बहुत सारे members of the media ask for conversation starters. So which is that one question which you feel should be banned? कि वो ऐसा conversation starter नहीं पूछना चाहिए. So I'll not ask that.
No, I mean,
पूछो यार, कभी
we've
पूछो.
been holding
It's
the bull
fine.
by the horns and taken everything, so we're used to every question being asked to us now.
Okay,
So
okay.
you find a way.
That's just
Have fun.
okay. So Raj, you have no formal training in acting,
Yeah.
but you are really consistent in the trailer.
Yeah.
मतलब जितना हमने देखा है. So tell us about your prep for the same, and was acting ever a hidden call before?
I don't know about a hidden call, but I'll go back to the time when I was 18. That's a long time ago. I'm 48
Yeah.
now, so 30 years back. We grew up watching Bollywood films, so from the age of 13 to 18, that was our way of understanding and learning Hindi. So we spoke Punjabi at home, but we used to love Bollywood. Our parents used to buy this tape, and as a family, we would sit and watch Bachchan movies. We used to be
Yeah.
our favorite at that time. Padmini Kolhapuri ji opened a school of acting in London.
Okay.
And at the age of 18, I remember enrolling for that school.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I enrolled, and I have to say I was her favorite student. You can ask her that. So I remember doing this course with Padmini Kolhapuri ji, and she said, "You have potential, Raj." And that time I got a photo shoot, I got a portfolio done by Dabbu Ratnani.
Oh wow. The best.
At that time, yeah. So he always laughs. He laughs about it now. He said, "Raj, 90s mein photo shoot kiya tha, 2023 mein teri film aa rahi hai." Thoda time lag gaya, but aa gaya main. But honestly, after that, that was just a lark. I had to make ends meet. I had to work. We're from a very middle class family, and I think that pressure of working, of trying to make ends meet. My first job was packing trays for airline catering to working in a taxi, riding my own taxi for a while. So I did a number of jobs. Eventually I got into a pashmina shawl business. I started my own business, took a leap of faith. But I guess when you get into business, then you don't have time for all this. Then all that just becomes a thing. So it was a lark. It was like हर कोई बच्चा को लगता है. Even today, these young influencers को लगता है, हम लोग artists बनेंगे, and lakhs of people come to Bombay Day. So I knew I had no chance, and I am very pragmatic when it comes to these things. So I just got into business and started working hard, and that it was success for me. It worked for me, and I never looked back. I distributed films in the UK. I remember distributing and co-producing a film with someone. Mere Jeevan Sathi was one of the first films. Then Yuva came out. Yuva was a big hit in London. So those are films that I distributed in London. So I wanted some attachment to Bollywood because I like it and I love it. But I never thought I'd become an actor, honestly
I
speaking.
think it was destined to happen.
Maybe Shilpa always says that. Likha tha, you have to go through all this to become an actor, maybe. But I don't know. It just happened. And then after that, I left everything. And I wasn't a good actor, honestly. At that age, at 18, you just tried it 3 months, you can't learn anything. So when Shah insisted that you play yourself in this film, and I will get you workshops and we'll work together. So we did that. I hired an acting coach who was a theatre actor called Avnish Mishra, and he was fantastic. He really helped me work on the script line by line. Shahnawaz was fantastic. Every scene, everything he wanted, how he wanted it. So just keep true to the story. And then I had Shilpa at home also. There was a little bit of help in terms of when I used to read my script. And she was like, God forbid you deliver it like that. Please keep it natural. Go back to the time how it was.
You had a perfect tutor at home.
Yeah, so we worked hard on the film, and I knew that if I was going to do it, I had to put my best foot forward because I've already gone through a lot, and especially a lot of trollers and hate and this and that. Last thing I had to do was do a film which looked stupid. So I had to be honest to it, and I think it's like a startup for me. If I'm going to do a business, I have to know enough about it to do it. And I learned all the technical trades thanks to having such a wonderful director on the sets who was guiding me every step of the way. So that hand-holding was important, and if it was not for Shahnawaz, I don't think the performance or the film would have been anything as it is today.
Okay, fingers crossed. शाहनवाज, आपने बताया था कि शिल्पा जी को कन्विंस करने के लिए राज ने मतलब he told you to convince her. So please tell us about those tricks, and also tell us how did you convince Raj to do this film?
So convincing Raj was a little bit difficult, ऐसा ज़्यादा नहीं था, because you know.
That was the first step.
Yeah, because that was the first step. Actually, first step का भी pre-step था, because first to convince him to make a film.
Yeah.
You know, he wanted to write a book.
Yeah.
But then to convince him कि नहीं यार film बनाते हैं इसको. Then he came around. He heard the narration. He said, "Yeah, you have a point, because visually it might be better. Show them. Let's make the film." Then he says, हाँ लेंगे किसको, कास्ट किसको करते हैं. He had few names. ऐसे मेरे दिमाग में भी एक है, बड़ा अच्छा लड़का है, न्यू कमर है, लेते हैं उसको लेते हैं. He's like, who? I'm like, you. So that was a big for him कि like अरे TikTok तक ठीक था, but you know, let's take ourselves seriously. किसको लेंगे?
Yeah, proper feature film.
Yeah. So I was quite convinced कि नहीं यार आप ही को लेके करते हैं, because it's not a biopic, to be honest. It's not a biopic. It's based on an incident, true incident that happened with him.
Yes.
So, and in my eyes, there was no one better fitting for this role than Raj.
Yeah.
Once he understood the vision that we want to do, because we didn't want it to take cinematic liberty and make it into suddenly नाच गाना हो रहा है या ये heroism आ गया suddenly. There was
No,
nothing.
authenticity also.
Yeah, there was nothing of that sort कि suddenly कोई उठ के hero नहीं बन गया overnight, because the situation there were as real as it can get.
Correct.
You know, so वहाँ पे सब एक level पे होते हैं, चाहे कोई भी हो. So वहाँ पे suddenly कोई hero नहीं है और suddenly कोई villain नहीं है. So once he understood that, oh, we are not joking around with it, he got convinced. But then the challenge was to convince Shilpa. And yeah, we went. She was very cautious about the whole thing. Ki nahi yaar, there is enough drama in the life going around. We don't want one more thing thrown at us. Ki you know, and as he rightly said, ki we couldn't make anything. Ki you know, it has to be justified in a certain way. एक और laughing stock नहीं दे सकते. And so, but once she heard a bit of a narration, she got faith in the script, and she said, first of all, you're not discussing the case, it's legally correct,
Nothing
and
against
and then it's not glorifying anything other than the story,
True,
other than the incident. So that was really important for me, for him, and for Shilpa. But उनकी एक बड़ा condition mark था कि बना तो लो, लेकिन जब तक मैं देख के ओके नहीं करूँगी, पिक्चर बाहर नहीं जाएगी. So हमने हाँ ठीक है, we had conviction, like बनाते हैं, and we took this chance, and you have no idea how nervous we all were, entire crew.
When did you guys start?
We shot in May of 2022.
Okay.
And we shot for 19 days, and then the whole post-production happened. And
The
everything.
VFX took a long time.
VFX took a long
over
time.
1100 shots. We had to recreate Arthur Road Jail.
So,
there are 1100 VFX shots which you won't even realize when watching the film.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah, in the trailer I didn't.
You won't realize.
And the first trial happened, and they all saw, and Shilpa saw. Of course, Shilpa has lot more attachment to it, because husband and everything is gone through. She saw that, but once she told us that other than the fact that I have this attachment, it's still a good film. And it's not just film about him. It's a story about all those people.
Everyone,
So that was such a confidence booster, and she said, now you guys can breathe. Ye film will see the daylight.
Raj, you said at the trailer launch that you would be now without the mask, and we can surely see that happening. When you were wearing masks in the public eye, tell me, like honestly, in this humid Bombay, was it very tough? When we used to see it, मुझे लगता था, how is it possible?
You think that's tough?
Yeah.
Go to Arthur Road Jail. You realize what tough is. That was the least of my worries.
Oh yeah.
No, honestly speaking, it was just I was a little bit hurt by the whole trial by media, and I just felt that I didn't want to show my face to people anymore. So I put this mask on, and it became a thing. So Maskman is a media-created star. It was nothing that
pop culture.
Yeah, it became a pop culture. It became another thing that worked.
Yeah.
So media was getting the views, so it worked for the social pages. For me, it worked because when I knew this film was happening, I decided that either on clean chit or film release, whatever happens first, I'll remove the mask.
Correct.
So at least the trollers continue to troll. Don't forget the fact that aisa kuch hua tha. You don't know what happened. It's fine that you're trolling because there's a perception that's being created by media that you're believing in. No issues. Watch the film. Understand that this side of the story is also there. What
With
you've
an open
seen,
mind.
with an open mind. So I think that was the reason for the mask, and Shilpa's the star in my house. In our film, we have no actors, no stars. There are actors, but there are no stars. So that mask became the thing that sort of worked for me. It became my power, something that I used right till the last day. Got us the views, got a lot of other people the views also. So I think it worked as a thing, and I wanted to get rid of it soon. Because I was tired of it. 2 years ho gaya tha, some 70, 80 different masks.
Okay.
Come to an end.
Shahnawaz, sir, to bring humor out of a personal tragedy, it's not easy. So what were your key points while directing the film, because it should also not look insensitive?
So key point while writing, I would say, was that not to create a joke. Like in this film, we didn't try to create a joke. The situation were funny enough for us. I wouldn't even say we created a funny situation. We just treated it as it was, and itself it was quite weird, funny in a weird way. You know, although there was a suffering, but it was still quirky and funny. You know, incident like he explains really well when he talks about he couldn't squat, so he wanted a English toilet. तो उनको बताएगा कि English toilet तो है, लेकिन when he saw the English toilet, वहाँ पे वो attach नहीं है, वो सिर्फ English toilet रखा हुआ है, वो ऐसे कम हो. So it was sad but funny enough, you know. So these are the kind of humor we took forward in the film and we developed it.
Okay. Raj, you recently tweeted that we have separated and we kindly request to give us time, and we were at the trailer launch, so we understood what's coming, that you will mention soon that it's the mask.
Yeah.
But people from
Gosh,
the
how
media
viral it
industry,
went.
they made
Really? Raj
images
separated,
using your
divorced.
photo and you commented on all those portals that from the mask.
Guys from the mask. Yeah.
So do you feel media at times take liberty and jumps to conclusion?
But it does. Now we've seen that in my trial by media.
Yeah.
So I just wanted people to see that. And
Yeah.
people saw through it as well. They said, I said, look, when I went in, that trial by media happened. Today I've just put one line that we've separated.
Yeah.
And see how media's amplified it.
Yes.
They've not once thought, what is he separated from? So it was just more of a dip test to show the people that understood a little bit. And some trollers really did realize, you know what, har cheez amplify ho rahi hai, and they're reading between the lines, they're not reading the lines. And then straight after, a few hours later, I put separated from my mask, the video came out.
Yeah.
And a lot of our fans were at ease because we have a lot of well-wishers also. But we'd told the family before, as I message aane wala hai, so just be prepared. Otherwise my mom and dad would be like, what's going on? They would disown me. They love Shilpa more than they love me. But yeah, I mean, she's the Rock of Gibraltar for me. You know,
As long as a few people have empathy, it's okay.
Yes, that's it.
How accessible are you to the screenwriters? I wanted to ask you this. Many people write. So how accessible are you to people, and do you have a process for it? Also, tell me about Raj as a human you know of, and also as an actor.
So I didn't understand the part
Writers.
accessible, as in like if you're asking my process of writing.
Yes.
So my process of writing is that I get excited by a story first, and then I bring in my circle, and we just jam. We just jam together. And
Okay.
if you see the trailer, I mean there are certain dialogues, but we just jam and we build it up. So this is my process of writing.
Yeah.
Like I jam with people, I bounce it off, they bounce it off, and we just write.
Okay.
That's the process. And to work with Raj, it's brilliant, man. I mean, like he's so disciplined, he's so hardworking, and he sees positive in everything. You know, he's mentally so strong. There's something to learn, which I also want to bring in my life. Like, you know, to see positive.
He's also
in-
very candid. The way he
Yeah,
spoke
yeah.
at the trailer launch was commendable.
Yeah. This is how he is. Like, you know, there's a good sense of humor.
Yeah,
You
definitely.
see this. Good dancer also. अभी तक देखा नहीं, कब देखने को मिलेगा सर आपका डांस? इस फिल्म में तो नहीं मिलेगा, unfortunately अपनी फिल्म में नाच गाना नहीं है.
Next
But
time,
yeah, you
next
can see.
time.
Raj, you have two lovely kids, Vian and
Yes.
Samisha. Now they're growing up, and I'm sure they have their own personality traits.
Absolutely.
Tell us what one thing which you feel your children got from you, and one thing which is inherited from Shilpa.
I think my son, for sure, at 11 years old, is naughty, tongue-in-cheek, and I think he gets a lot of naughtiness from me.
Yeah.
And from the mother, he gets discipline.
Discipline.
You know, he knows about, at this age already, he hits the gym, he knows about diet, fitness, he has six-pack abs and
Oh, wow.
everything. So he's getting that. My daughter, hardcore foodie like me, so she gets that side from me.
Yeah.
I think from the mother, I think there's a close bond between the two of them, and she is mummy's girl. So when mummy's not there, then she's like, oh, daddy, daddy, daddy. But the minute mum walks in, mujhe bol ke, she just goes straight there. So I think there's that bond is much more tighter and closer there. And I guess maybe because obviously mothers do so much more,
Definitely.
and they mollycoddle that much more. But other than the fact, foodie, very similar, what she got from the mother at the moment. I think she's very kind. You know, I think there's that. I see my grandma in her. I see my mother in her. The way she she'll come and then she'll get a brush and she'll start brushing my beard for me and this and that. Papa,
So
are you
cute.
okay? There's, you know, daughters have a little bit more compassion than sons.
Any
Sons are a
day,
bit more
any
rock star
day,
coolie,
any day.
and yeah. But yeah, that's what I got from them.
Okay. And lastly, guys, one thing to the people who are watching this, who will watch this,
Yes.
about UT69, why they should buy the tickets and watch the film on the 3rd of November.
Absolutely. So, hi guys, I'm Raj Kundra. You're watching Movie Fight. UT69 is coming out on the 3rd of November. Why should you watch it? You should take your family and watch a film that's true to its spirit, content driven, heavy, lots of emotions. You'll laugh, you'll cry, and you'll be happy to watch a good film after a while.
We promise
Football,
we'll
no.
entertain you. We promise we'll entertain you for 2 hours. So please go watch it. Don't go alone. 2-4 को ले जाओ आसपास के.
So the game is called 5-second challenge. We'll place the timer somewhere here.
Okay.
And both of you, I'll ask you questions.
Ready?
One by one.
You both don't have to say साथ में.
Like a rapid fire thing or what? Is it?
So we'll place the timer for whoever answers under
win.
5 seconds
Okay.
wins 1 point.
Wow,
So
good.
these questions are
Let's do it.
मतलब you both don't have to give answers साथ में. There's one question for him
Buzzer.
and one for him. So I'll start the 5-second challenge with Raj and Shenwaz. The 5 Indian films where a prisoner in a jail is shown.
Keddy Band. Gosh, what else? There are so many jail films I've seen. 5 seconds. Oh no! Don't remember.
Hey,
Help me
बाहर से
somebody.
help नहीं यार. Please.
My name is Khan.
जेल में जाता है. My name is Khan.
Sarfarosh.
Sanju.
Sanju.
हाँ, Sanju.
My name is Khan.
Sarfarosh
Sarfarosh
भी है.
Sanju.
हाँ.
Prison.
Sholay.
शोले. उसमें भी जेल है.
Hey, शोले में jail.
Very bad, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll come to you. So now this film shows about UT. Under trial. So what are the other divisions? What are the other 5 kinds of jails?
What?
Interesting.
The timer has begun.
What? Other kind of jail? बुरी जेल, सबसे बुरी जेल, उससे खराब जेल, लाइफ बर्बाद जेल. I don't know what kind of jail. जेल होती है.
So there are women jails. they
Yeah,
are
women
open.
jail,
अच्छा.
detention center, kids jail, central jail,
Yeah.
female jail, सब है.
I think
You will know.
question exchange हो गया.
I will know. I
You
will
will
know.
know.
Ask me.
Okay. 5 famous people from India who have gone inside the jail other than Raj.
His turn?
No, you're okay.
Aman, Sanjay Dutt, jail, na? So not detention center, not Arthur, jail. Famous people, okay. There's Sanjay Dutt, he's not going to jail. Jail, it's a big one.
Okay, let's
Beatley.
include everything.
Actually, everything. Then Sanjay Dutt, Salman Khan, Ijaz Khan just went in, poor Aryan just went in, and who else? One more. Kunal Kohli.
Okay.
Man,
To you now. 5 crimes for which you can go inside the jail for.
5 crime.
5 crimes.
बहुत कुछ है. I mean, murder, rape, narcotics, theft, scam, kidnapping.
Okay. 5 names of jails in India. Any jails. You can include this
Yeah.
one.
So there's Arthur Road. There is Nagpur Jail.
Taloja.
There is Taloja. There
Tihar.
is Tihar Jail.
There is
and-
Bihar.
And Agra Jail.
आगरा जेल.
Jail तो हर state में है. But Agra का एक jail है. I forgot the name of it.
Okay. And lastly to you. 5 things you find inside a jail.
Oh, 5 things you find inside a jail. Sach bol patta, lots of candy, mug, पानी वाली दाल. Candy bhi. Yeah.
Okay.
Bean.
So, till now I don't know who has won. Now I think we'll.
Ting.
Who do you guys think?
It's okay. You won.
Both.
Yeah, we
have
both
won.
lost.
Okay. And last for our IP, Men's Mental Health Week was going on.
Yeah.
So there's one question which I asked to everyone while we finished the interview, that in our daily lives a lot of stress is there, pressure is there.
Correct.
In any field. So do you have any wellness practices you would recommend to people?
Absolutely. There's पुराने ज़माने में DVD होती थी, but now you can go to YouTube. It's called Shilpa's Yoga. So you just gotta meditate, breathe, and it really works well.
Brand
Fab.
placement.
Yeah.
Fab.
I'm looking for one. I'm going to go and look Shilpa's yoga because मेरे को बहुत ज़रूरत है. Anxiety से full हूँ मैं. So I will look. I have no advice.
Okay. All the best, guys.
Thank
for
you
the
so
film.
much. Thank you, Amar. Thank
you
As
so
well as
much.
any other.
Appreciate it.
Thank you
Thank you,
so
Amar.
much.
Thank you. Take care.
Thanks so much.